This guy managed to recreate Dog Day in real life, so I can recreate it in Minecraft. Those who've been following my channel for a while already know who he is, but for those who don't, this is Horror Skunks, and he makes horror videos in real life. I was watching his videos when this one came up, which would be the sad origin story of Dog Day. So this is the video we're going to recreate today. After watching his entire video, I separated it into parts. What do I need to use in Minecraft to make it perfect? The factory, the prison, the catnap, the car, and the hospital. Then I made the first scenario, where Dog Day appears on the ground crawling to explain what happened to him. Here's the completed factory. The first scenario that appears in Horror Skunk's video, and it turned out perfect. The first interaction with Dog Day happens right here. He's crawling on the ground when he vomits a catnap, and here comes a scientist to help him. I have this model of Dog Day. It was taken from an add-in by a guy named Tired. It's really nice, has lots of details, and is exactly what I need. Because he's missing his legs at this moment. Yes, in a part of this video, he gets his legs back, but that's for later. Well, as you know, I use a mod called BBS, and if I press here, we can create a camera, position it wherever I want. And since the first scene takes place facing the factory, that's what I'll do. I'll zoom in here, make a little rotation, and I'll add our first replay, which is him. He'll be a bit further back. Here, when I press record, here it shows the camera. I just need to walk a little forward. And then here, he'll have walked a bit too. It's not much. He just takes a little walk. A very basic walk. And in this part, he vomits a catnap. If you look at the original scene, yes, a catnap came out of his mouth. Then I come here and add a catnap. It can be a little smaller. And it will come out of Dog Day's mouth, going all the way back there. Then I'll do the following. I'll put on this skin here, which is my human skin, to represent me as the scientist who will save this Dog Day. And see all that's happening there. All right, up to this part, the animations have already been made, with the catnap, the scientist in this case, and all of this on camera. So afterward, it will be just right. Right after the scientist appears Dog Day. He will remember with a flashback. What happened inside the factory? Well, now going back to the 5 parts I separated. The factory part is complete, and now we'll move on to part number 2, which would be Dog Day's prison. I went to a corner of the map and built a small room to represent the interior of the factory. Obviously, I wasn't going to build the whole factory, because in the scene only a small part appears, right? So there's no reason. And done, it's built. Look, I put it there as if it were the office. And moving a little further back, this is where Dog Day is held captive. And this place is full of bats. There's also a scene where the catnap appears in the corner, watching Dog Day tied up. Well, now as I told you, I'll need Dog Day with legs, which I mentioned he would appear with his legs. I'll just use the same model, but now he'll have legs. That's right, done. This is him with legs. It's even strange to see him like this. And I'll put him tied up here in these chains. Increase his size a little, and he'll be tied up exactly like this, with his hands up. Move here, like this, pull here. Look, in the scene, it looks like this. He'll be tied up, literally tied up to here. Well, after this, the question is, how did Dog Day lose his legs? It's because, well, actually, it was a scientist who cut off his legs. But the scientist didn't want to do it. He only cut them off because the catnap used the sleep smoke and forced him to do it. Yes, it's a very complex story. No wonder the video is called Dog Day's Sad Story, because it's a story. I've already separated the models we'll use. The scientist in a suit, who will be forced to cut off Dog Day's legs, and the catnap who forces him. Well, I'll get them and take them inside. Imagining that Dog Day is tied up here in the chains. This guy will come here, and in this case, I'll create another camera. I'll add the man in a suit, and right next to him, the catnap. And then I'll create an animation where the catnap pressures this guy in a suit and forces him to cut off Dog Day's legs, something he didn't want to do. And look, with all the animations selected, Dog Day is here, and then the guy is being forced, as you saw doing this animation. It turned out really cool, right? Well, to cut the legs, he needs something. What? A kitchen knife. Scissors. Guys, of course not. It's a chainsaw. And relax, I have one here. Well, for this, I'll record the scene, being the guy in a suit and holding the chainsaw in hand, but the chainsaw isn't showing properly. We'll need to come here and position it nicely in his hand. Like this. Put it here. And now, yes, just come here with the chainsaw and then I'll make an animation cutting. All right, that's it, Dog Day. Sorry, I didn't want to, but it's in the scene, man. And well, in the end, he's here with the chainsaw. He'll come here and cut. Wow, poor Dog Day. Yeah. And in the end, he ended up like this, without legs. Well, technically, this is supposed to be his sad story of how he lost his legs. But the story doesn't end there, okay? It continues. And now we'll go to part 3. Now we'll go to the car. We've already completed the factory, which is up front, the prison where he's held, and the catnap ordering him to cut the legs. Now that the entire flashback has been explained, and Dog Day explained how he lost his legs, we'll go back here to the scientist who was watching him. The scientist feels sorry and decides to take him home. How? Carrying him in his arms to the car. This here is my character representing the scientist. We can come here in this mod and add something else on top. In this case, what we'll add is Dog Day without legs. I'll put him on my arm and then just reduce his size a bit and make it look like he's lying in my arms. Yeah, I'll have to try to make an animation in a position here. Look, here, lay down, turn here. This will be a bit tricky. And then I made a position there to try to make it look as close as possible, like my character carrying Dog Day in his arms. And in the end, it worked out. Look, I managed to put him here in my arms and I'll literally leave with him. All right, this part was actually quite quick. Faster than I thought it would be. You may have noticed that there's a forest behind here. And in this forest, there'll be a car driving. Yes, we've reached the car part already. I created a road, and this road isn't real, okay? It doesn't have an exact end, because here it will reach the point where it ends. But it doesn't need to be real, obviously. We just need to come here and select a 3D model of a car. I chose this one because I think it even matches the one from the video. The seats are white. And there's a tablet here. Literally, this car is very similar to the original, okay? Compare this Minecraft car with the scene from Horror Skunk's video. Yeah, it took me a while to find a similar car, and I didn't even need to. I'll position the car here, and for Dog Day to fit in there, the car will have to be a little bigger. But that doesn't matter, because the camera view will only show the inside here, and that's what's important. What the camera shows, right? Then I just need to come here and position Dog Day in there too. In this case, he'll be inside the car. I'll shrink him a little and make him lie on the seat. Wait a minute, like this. Then I'll fix his position because all of this will become a scene. I'm sticking the parts together, and obviously we also need a driver. In this case, me. So come here, position the driver properly, change his legs, so he sits on the seat, obviously. And then I'll do the following. I'll position a camera here on this road, like here. Further back, further back, further back, further back. Like here, look, and when we play the scene, look, the camera will move. And why is it moving? You'll understand soon. I'll come here and add the car. Because we can come here and record with it. See how the camera's moving? Look there. Those lines are the camera lines. Up there, it shows that I'm recording with the car. Yeah, I'm not a car, but relax. Later, it will appear, look. Then okay, I stop here. And when I play, look, isn't the car moving? There's nothing inside it yet, because I'll switch the morph to that morph we edited before. And in the end, look how it turned out. We're driving here. And then Dog Day, he kind of, sleepy time. Yeah, he kind of faints, obviously, because he's already losing a lot of blood. So now Dog Day is here. The camera will switch to my character. In the original scene, when Dog Day faints, my character turns around. So I'll literally make him lean like this. Look, he'll lose focus a little on what he was doing, which in this case was driving. He'll turn here and look back to see if everything's okay with Dog Day. When he sees that it's not okay, he'll speed up to get to the hospital as quickly as possible. And look how the animation turned out. Dog Day faints. And he turns. Well, and now, yes, let's go to the last part, which is the hospital part. The hospital just creates a very basic scenario. It's a cube with chairs and a hospital door. Look, a detail was created that maybe you don't understand. It's this here. Look, why is there so much glowstone? Out here, in Minecraft, if you place a glowstone, for example, obviously it will light up. You can't see it lighting up because it's daytime. But relax, if I set it to night, look. But this looks ugly in normal Minecraft, but when I press a little button, look at this, it really creates lighting. So, where it was dark, it became bright. But what does it have to do with the scenario? In here, that's what matters. I put this white wool on the wall so the glowstone wouldn't show. And I'll switch Minecraft's texture for another texture. Look, by changing the texture, I make the glowstones turn white. Okay, but why? In the original scene, there's a hospital door here. This door opens, and he comes from a completely white place with a wheelchair. And literally, for me to simulate this white thing, it had to be with lighting. There's no other way to do it. Well, my character will be sitting here waiting to see if Dog Day has recovered from the surgery. So just turn him and sit him here on this chair. In this case, the chair is fake. So, we just need to adjust his feet here. All right. And perfect, now he's sitting. Back to being me again. We stop here. Since he just recovered his legs, he came out of surgery. He can't walk, so he'll be in a wheelchair for now. And he'll position himself here next to me. Trust me, okay? And look, now I'm here, and Dog Day in the wheelchair. Dog Day isn't in the wheelchair? Exactly. Because I need to add him, like everything else. Well, I'll grab him with legs, and I'll make him sit there, a little smaller to fit in it. Here, perfect. Then I'll make the animation of him sitting, just like that. He needs to lift his legs a bit, and perfect. His arms aren't right though, like this. Look, all right. And well, that's it. Then he'll be sitting next to me, and it's over. This was Dog Day's sad origin story, which actually ended with a happy ending, right? Check out the complete scenes I created now, and let me know what you think of his story. Bye, everyone.
Okay? Dude, get out of here! What are you doing? Okay, Quentin. What happened to you?
I am destroyed. No! Don't hurt me! Stop doing this, goddamn! You're evil! You're a monster! Don't! Don't! Listen to me! Stop! Please!
I'm sorry I couldn't help you.
Just go!
Who did this to you?
Just go! Leave me!
Who did this to you? That's what happens to heretics! Okay? Stay in there! I will help you!
Help me!
I'm sorry.
No!
You don't deserve to die! Doctor! Hang in there, buddy! Stay with me! Stay with me!
Hi, sir. We've got good news.
Doctor!
Hello, friend. Thank you.
Now say cheese.
Thank you.
Cheese!